Alright everybody, how is it going? It is yours truly, the baddest. I'm kidding, I'm not that bad. So I want to go over, I'm going to do a quick overview of this beautiful trigger, one of the nicest triggers I've ever owned, one of the more expensive triggers you can buy. Of course, if you really want to get crazy with your money and piss it away on triggers, you can get a what's it called, a Franklin Armory binary trigger, which I have a few. Anyways, this is the Timney Calvin Elite Competition trigger. It's got a 1.5 pound pull weight, or trigger pull, so it takes 1.5 pounds of force with your trigger finger to pull this and fire off a bullet. I'm not going to get into trigger creep or the trigger reset. It's really, really nice though. I can't wait to show this off in a separate video when the AR-15, the competition rifle, is complete. So one of the more notable features, besides the pull weight being 1.5 pounds, which might as well be a hair trigger to be honest, is its simplicity. In regards to the install, this is a drop-in trigger. You drop it in, and you're pretty much done. You're 90% there. Now, once you're installing this into an AR-15, and I'll probably just do a separate video for that, installing a drop-in trigger. It's really easy. You have your typical AR-15 trigger pins. You put them into your AR-15, and you're not done yet. With this trigger, it comes with this specific Allen wrench. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, I'm pointing right there, and right here, right by the hammer, there's like this little circle, this half circle right there. And deep into the center of this drop-in trigger, there are these little set screws. I think they're nylon. I could be wrong. And, you're just going to go ahead and tighten, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You can tighten them up. And what these set screws do is they put pressure, or they push up against the lower receiver. So that puts pressure on these little pins. So these wouldn't go anywhere. So without that pressure, and without relying on the lower receiver, just keeping the pins in place, these fall right out. See, look, I'm just gonna go ahead and demonstrate to you how easy it is on both of these pinholes here. Look at that. Now, just in comparison, I have a mil-spec trigger over here, a traditional mil-spec trigger. Now, the actual trigger part of the mil-spec trigger assembly, it comes in two parts. So, the rear right here, you got to push down just a little bit to drive the pin into the hole, and that alone gives it a little bit of pressure. So these traditional pins are more than enough. They're sufficient, and they're not going to go anywhere generally. And that's the same for the hammer as well. See, I'm already demonstrating that this pin's in here, and I'm shaking it violently. It ain't going nowhere, guys. So that would be the difference. What you can do is get those like anti-walkout pins for the AR-15. They're pretty nice. I don't know if it's for me though. I don't think it's entirely necessary. If you follow the instructions, which Timney does include in the box, let me go ahead and show you the box here. I think this box is a little underwhelming, considering how much money I paid for this trigger. I would have liked something that, kind of keep it more secure, but it came from Optics Planet, and they do a really good job with getting my product to my house on time, and everything has always, gone pretty darn well. I like Optics Planet, huge recommendation. So some of the things that you get with this beautiful trigger, you're gonna get two little tools. You're gonna get the Allen wrench for those set screws, and then you get like this little plastic T-handle that you can put like a little lanyard or something around it. There's a little hole there, so you won't lose it. So this little T-handle, you use it to tighten or loosen these little screws on the little trigger shoes. These are called trigger shoes. They come in different styles. So of course we have just like a pull right here. Let me go ahead and show that to you. So if you don't want to use a trigger shoe or a typical style trigger, I guess, then you can just use this, or you can use this little like U shape, or the little smiley face shaped. And then of course we have just a flat shoe head. And of course, all the shoes are texturized. Let me see if I can get that. Yeah, so this will feel good. Your finger's not going to be slipping around. It's texturized, so you get a nice, what's it called? You get good contact. You're not going to be slipping around. And then, of course, I chose the L-shaped trigger shoe. Let me go ahead and get that on camera. Take a look at that. Pretty nice. And of course, a really cool added feature is you can adjust the trigger shoe in so many configurations. You can have it a little forward, a little back more. You can of course have it canted, which I do as well, just to give you a demonstration. See when like right here, these fingers right here, these are going on the what's it called, the grip, and this is going to be my trigger. So this is what happens when your hand collapses. It gets like imagine there's like a ball or something in your hand and your hand is wrapping around it. So I wanted the, pulling the trigger to be as natural as humanly possible. So that's kind of the philosophy of having it canted and being afforded the ability to do that. Of course, everyone's hands are different and everyone's style of shooting is different. The point is, we have options. This is wonderful. It looks great. Don't be turned off by this hideous yellow color that Timney chose. I'm kidding. It's not hideous. This is a really this is a well-made product. But this is a drop-in trigger, and the trigger goes inside the fucking gun. You're not going to see the color. It doesn't matter. As far as I know, it doesn't come in any other colors. So whatever. And that's all I really got, guys. This is so damn nice. This is beautiful. And I spend a lot of money on triggers. Like I said, I got the Franklin Armory binary trigger. And, well, it's a wonderful trigger. It's a lot of fun. And it does exactly as advertised. It doesn't look as nice as this. Timney put a lot of effort into this product. I think this is a wonderful product. And if you are going to get into competition shooting and you want the best of the best, you want, like I said, the best, I would recommend Timney triggers. They're great. The Hyperfires are, I wouldn't say they're a close second. I'd lean more towards Geisley, but I don't think any of those other triggers, in regard, at least in terms of competition use, hold a candle to this. They're not gonna come close to outperforming this. Now let me give you a demonstration of how sensitive this trigger is. Now, this is 1.5 pounds. So if you're gonna be carrying around a firearm with this trigger installed, just be careful. Make sure the safety's on at all times. Make sure your finger is away from this. You keep that the finger away from the the fucking trigger. And yeah, cause here, take a look at this. Here's the trigger, and here's the hammer. I'm barely putting any force on it. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Got a blue spring here. That's wonderful. This is what's it called? This is a very unique spring. So this isn't something I think you can just go out and buy. I haven't seen anything like it. I think you'd have to get it from Timney. All right. So I can't wait to show this off in the build, and I can't wait to do mag dumps with this. Those videos will be coming, not this weekend, but next one, hopefully. The lower receiver is being Cerakoted in USMC red. I do not do painting. I unfortunately have to outsource that. So yeah, and then here's the. Did I show the box? Oh yeah, behind this, there's a lot of really useful, tips and tricks and whatnot. Just some sound advice. Here, let me see what it says. The 10 Commandments of Gun Safety. Ooh. Always point firearms in the safe direction. Do not rely on your gun's safety. Treat every gun as if it were loaded and ready to fire. Yeah, the 10 Commandments of Gun Safety, guys. Go over that. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this overview. I can't wait to show off more stuff. Have a good day. Peace.